Porsche McMillian, welcome to the Kira and Co podcast.
I'm so excited. Thanks for having me on.
Thank you for being here. I'm buzzing about this.
I am, and I'm really excited. I'm a little bit nervous, but I'm excited.
Don't be. I mean, this is your first podcast ever, so it is a wee bit nerve-wracking. Don't know what to expect, but it's fun. So, first ever podcast, and you're on this couch. How lucky are you?
And it's pink.
I know.
Which just fits me. Like, it's just perfect. You're in pink. We could pretend this is like shot on a Wednesday. On Wednesdays we're in pink. Yeah.
Oh my god, I love that.
Let's roll with that narrative.
Okay, yes, that's what we're doing. Okay, so, I mean, not that I think people are watching this and they don't know who you are, but could you tell everyone a wee bit about who you are?
Oh god. Okay, but I'm Portia, guys. I do TikTok, do Instagram, have my own little business. Kind of go with the narrative of like stay-at-home daughter. That's kind of my niche on TikTok. Luxury lifestyle, just girly girl, everything fashion, makeup. Not really makeup actually. I'm trying to do the makeup, but I'm not really good at it. So I can't really go down that alley right now because look at all the other girls on TikTok that's doing makeup and they like eat.
Yeah.
I'm not eating. I'm just slapping on a little bit of like tinted moisturizer and rolling with it.
Yeah, you look great, so love that.
So so do that with TikTok. Instagram, we're still growing that at the moment. But yeah. There's lots to know. There's lots that we're gonna uncover.
Yes, we're gonna unpack on the pod.
Yeah.
So you're a TikTok sensation, and I think that's what I would say.
Wow.
I think many others should say that too. You're also like live a life that everyone's obsessed with.
Yeah.
And that's
It's not that interesting, but we can talk about this. Like, so many people think Portia's day-to-day, talking about myself in third person, but everybody thinks like my day-to-day is this major Kardashian life. It's not.
Right.
It really isn't. Like, do you want me to tell you what I done today?
Tell me.
Right. Giano left to go to work this morning, waved him goodbye. In fact, I didn't. I slept through the whole thing. Right? So that was lies. I just slept through the whole thing. Woke up at a leisurely 10 a.m. Lovely. Checking with Giano. He's at work, so I'm like, great. He's off for the day. Wrapped a couple Christmas presents because I'm a little bit organized this year. Made myself a cup of tea. Had like an hour's bath. That's one thing that nobody else about me. So exclusive to pod. I legit go for 4 to 5 hour baths. Jano's in the background. You can back it. Like, you can say it, Giano.
Yeah.
You're allowed to speak.
And 5 hours as minimum. I've seen like 7.
So Giano and his dad went to Nottingham. I think it was 2 weekends ago. He messaged me as in the bath. He got to Nottingham like 4 or 5 hours without still in the bath.
But are you not like...
But the skin's become immune to it, you see.
Right, okay.
When you're in the water that much,
yeah,
the skin's immune.
Okay, so you're pruned up though. You're pruned in the bath for 6 hours.
So I got like an hour's bath this morning, so it was quite quick because I know I was coming here.
Yeah, okay.
And then I just chilled and then just came here. So this has been my day.
Yeah. Can I ask you about the bath though? Do you reheat it?
You're not. Oh yeah. So basically, what I'm doing is I'm filling it.
Right.
I'm getting in. And then draining, refilling.
Okay.
Not fully drain, but like a little bit of water out, fresh hot in.
Right. Love that for you.
Yeah.
Have you ever had a bath in Lush? Because you can.
No.
That's a thing.
Inside the shop?
Inside the shop in Cannon Street, you can go and have a bath in the shop. Obviously, if you've got a bath at home, you don't need to do that, but we don't have a bath.
So what do you mean a bath is the shop?
So it's like up the stairs in the spa. They have like...
I didn't even know they have a spa.
They have a spa.
So is this to try out the products?
I think so. You can get massages, you can get blow dries, you can have baths.
It's all popping off and Lano Street Live.
I know, so there you go. If you did
that, I'll be hitting the 5 hour. I think they would have a time restriction on it.
They would, maybe not 5 hours, maybe an hour, but
and then you're booted up.
There's an option. If you're
I'll give it a go.
So you said people think that you live a Kardashian lifestyle every day.
Yeah,
but
I don't.
You don't.
I don't,
because that's actually on my list.
Thought it would be.
I was like, it is like watching episodes of Keep Up with the Kardashians. That's what it's like on your TikTok. I love it.
So the TikTok is obviously like a 10-second clip, right? So like you're not even seeing like 1% of the day, really. So the TikTok is real, like that is what's happening.
Yeah.
But yeah, like majority of my day is really boring, guys. Like I wake up, go for a coffee, usually go for a coffee with my mum because all the girls in my family are in the same boat. Like, except my sister Velvet, she has her own shop, but none of us are like getting up and going somewhere.
Yeah.
So I found that hard because when I went to school, I was a Monday to Saturday. So I went to private school. So Monday to Saturday, 8 a.m. until 6:30 at night.
Right.
Yeah. It was a real routine I had.
That is a routine.
And then when I left school, sorry, I'm just rolling with a different, is that okay?
Go for it. Yeah, that's absolutely fine.
So when I left school, I done uni. People will laugh if they know me watching this because they're gonna be like, uni, really? I moved to Leeds for about 4 weeks and then I returned home quite swiftly.
Okay. What's it for you?
So I was meant to study fashion design. I can't do maths. I'm not a drawer. So like, where was I going with that?
Yeah.
Right. So I then was like, and it was during COVID. I moved into like a private accommodation, so I didn't have like the halls experience,
Yeah.
which I fear I wouldn't have really enjoyed anyways. But I never actually met one person in my building.
Yeah.
So I then decided to return home, and then I plummeted because I was like, I've fallen out of routine. So then I got hit with really bad anxiety at the time because I was like, I had too much time to sit around and just think instead of like having, like when you're at school and when you go to uni or when you've got a job, there's not really a lot of time to think because you're up and you're out until let's say 5 and then you're back home and then you're making your dinner and then you're going to bed and it's like eat, sleep, repeat.
Yeah.
Whereas I was like just sitting around the house thinking all the time and then my anxiety just like peaked and that was a real thing.
And was that like COVID time then?
That was like COVID time, yeah. So that was like a problem. So then I got a job doing waitressing,
Right.
in like a golf, like kind of, it's not a golf resort, but it's like a golfing place near me. That was horror.
Was it terrible? How long did you last?
7 days, maybe. Like, that was frightening.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you why.
Okay. Cool.
Because it wasn't frightening the actual job, it was the people I was dealing with on a day-to-day.
Demanding.
Clicking at me.
No, do not.
And I was going, dare click, but I'm on
Yeah.
the server, so I can't be rude.
Yeah.
So clicking all this, and I got, you know what, this is not for me, guys. I'm gonna pack this in and just go back home. I've had enough.
Yeah.
I've had enough.
I've saw it all. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, but I've got to go home now, okay? Like, my legs are hurting. It's just too much.
Yeah. No, I'll get that.
So yeah, so that's basically, what was the question?
I don't even know actually. I am. What?
I think it was what am I doing day to day?
Yeah.
People think I'm living. Yeah, so that was my day to day stuff until now.
Okay.
And then I was like, started to like grow a little bit on TikTok and whatever. Now, day to day is the same. I just kind of like, yeah, wake up, go for a coffee with my mom.
But even the days that you're saying are not as exciting as like the 10-second clips on TikTok, they're also quite fun.
They so watch.
Getting up, going for coffee with your mum, seeing the girls, like that's so fun. I've lost that.
It is.
And then you get to do all these other things which we'll get into.
Yeah.
But how fun. But I want to go back to this. You grew up in a castle.
I did.
Let's speak about it.
Let's.
A castle? For sure.
Yeah, it was kind of iconic.
Yeah, that's it.
And I was like really young. But yeah, so my mom and dad, so my dad is a property developer.
Right.
And my mom's like an interior designer. So they work hand in hand together perfectly. So my dad is now 78 and my mom, I won't even put it out there because she'll kill me.
Right.
But he would kill me if I said he was retired because he's not. Like he wakes up at 7, he's out all day and he returns at like 6 o'clock at night. Yeah. Like he's not stopping, which I think is why he's so at himself for that age. But they bought a castle and decided to like completely renovate it and do it all up. And yeah, we lived there for like many, many years. And that's where I grew up.
That is so exciting.
Yeah.
When I looked it up, obviously I've been doing my research about you. It said that Mary Queen of Scots stayed there. Should I? I'm gagged by that because I just had it at uni. So when I read that, I was like, "Are you actually joking me?"
No.
You roamed the same halls as Mary Queen of Scots.
I did.
How exciting!
I did.
That's-
So then we sold it. So the man that actually eventually bought it, the story of how it got sold is crazy. He booked a viewing or whatever, and my dad had so many people that were kind of like, not time wasters, but just coming to view it with no ambition of actually buying it. So this guy pulls up and he just looks at it and he goes, "I'll just buy it." And my dad is like, no, like you have to go inside. Like, let's go inside and view it. And he was like, "No, I'll just buy it." And just like that, it was sold.
Oh.
Yeah.
So how many years was it you stayed there?
So I want to say like 6 or 7.
Right. Okay.
Yeah. So like, yeah, my sister Velvet, like most of her school, like high school years was like there. Same with Mercedes. Also, I was younger. But yeah, I still remember like all of it.
fabulous. What a fun story to tell people as well.
I don't usually tell them, but
Yeah, but if
it's come back to life recently on TikTok.
Yes, it has.
Because my mum and dad are interested in buying another castle.
Love that.
Yeah, I think they've got the itch again. Like they've got the itch.
Edge for the castle.
So we went and viewed one near Berwick upon Tweed, and that's a whole different ball game. That is everything needs to be worked out. Whereas with Seaton Castle, yes, a lot had to be worked out, but a lot you could kind of just like build with what you had there. Do you know what I mean? Like you could work with it. Whereas Ayton Castle, which is the one that they just went to go and view, that needs basically all the walls knocked down and completely redone.
Yeah.
So that's like a 3-year project.
Yeah, whole job.
So my dad and mum are really serious about it. But I love the house that we live in right now, so I wouldn't want to.
Yeah, I mean, that conservatory, is that what that is? Yeah, oh my god, that's absolutely gorgeous.
Yeah, and that was built for my mum by my dad. So like, come on.
Yeah.
Why are we leaving this?
Why was you leave that and someone
So, yeah, for like a castle that we have to knock everything down.
Yeah. No.
So I don't know the updates actually. We actually have just come back from London, so we haven't even asked.
Right, okay.
But I'll get back to
find
you on
out.
that. Yeah.
Okay, fab. And also, let's talk about your mum and dad, because I see your dad on your TikTok and I love him. He's so funny.
So iconic.
And he's got such a strong Scottish accent as well, I feel like.
Well, I'm hoping you're going to touch on the accent.
Yeah,
my
yeah.
accent. I had Giano in the house. I really hope she touches on my accent because I'm getting fed up.
Yeah.
I'm getting fed up of these questions.
Well, let's just do it right now then. So, did you go to an international school or have I made that up?
So I say it's international.
Right.
I don't know if it is. Maybe we should Google this, Giano, in the background. Like, check if it was. The only reason I'm calling it international is because there was so many different foreign peoples that went to this school.
Yeah.
So my class was maybe 30 pupils. That's how many there was of us. It is international. Okay, it is. But like maybe only 10 of us were from Scotland.
Right, okay.
Like everyone was Chinese, German, French. Like, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I was surrounded by all these different accents all the time.
Yeah.
And then there's that cliche of international school accent, which is what I think I have, that people talk about on like line all the time.
Yeah.
So my sister Velvet sounds the exact same as me. Mercedes sounds similar, like she's a little bit more Scottish. Dad has lost his whole mind. Okay, he's filthy Scottish. And my mum is like Scottish, but not like my dad.
Right, okay.
So there is a weird blend going on here, but yeah, everyone's like, the accent's put on, the accent's American, where's the accent from?
That would be such an effort to put that on.
Also, surely like with a little wine, it would just come out.
Yeah.
A Scottish accent would just fly out.
Yeah.
And it would be like, whoa.
Also, I feel like you sitting here, you sound more Scottish to me right now, but like than you do online. But I think they'll be watching this and thinking maybe not, but I don't know why. Yeah, I feel like right now.
Everybody says like my accent goes from like Scottish, English, I've had Australian, I've had Irish, and I've had American.
Yeah, because
Like,
like
everyone's
everyone's
like-
American.
But then, you know, like people that I know that are American, they're like, you do not sound anything like
No.
And if we were sat next to each other, you'd be like, oh my god, she's Scottish.
Yeah. So how long did you go to that school then?
I went from nursery until, yeah, I left.
Yeah.
My whole life.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
That is going to have an impact on your accent if you're around. Because if you went from Monday to Saturday as well.
Yeah, I was only surrounded by these
All
people
that time.
all the time.
Yeah.
And like my friends, well, my friend who I still speak to from school, she kind of sounds like me. I mean, not as much,
Yeah.
but like there's a similarity there,
Mm-hmm.
you know. So I think this is it. But yeah, it's so annoying. People are like, you pick an accent on, like, why are you speaking American? Especially when I'm in videos with Dad, and then Giano's like really Glaswegian, so it sounds really like my accent sounds nuts when I mix with Dad here and Giano here.
And there's like areas like, but your accent's lovely. I love it.
Yeah.
But I don't.
I love hate. People love it. People hate.
Yeah.
But it's okay.
Do you like it?
I like it.
That's what I'm on.
I think that's fine.
Yeah, it is. It's your voice.
Yeah, and also like, yeah, of course, it's just me.
Yeah.
You know,
It goes perfectly
yeah,
with everything.
yeah,
I love it.
yeah. Thank you.
So that's cleared off. Yeah. So it's possible.
Yeah.
And you would have to be an amazing actor to do that as well. Like,
Truly, one glass of wine, it would be out the window.
yeah.
Surely.
Yeah.
It would be an obvious shock horror. I know, like, Jesus, where did... Well, have you been watching Celeb?
No.
Right, watch
Jack
the...
Osborne.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the guy from Celeb School Dating, Tom, you know how he speaks really, like, I love him.
Very well.
Yeah. So he's obviously got this beautiful accent, and H has been asking him to speak like him. I don't know, like in Manchester, I don't know. And he did it like amazing. And now people are attacking him online. He's like,
putting on.
oh, is he putting on the posh accent? And I'm like, no, this guy, like, you couldn't, again, with that voice, you couldn't put that on all the time. You would slip out of it.
I know, and it's like, what an effort that would be to put an accent on it every day. But I love that guy, Tom. I really love him.
He's such an angel.
So nice, and like on his Instagram, he does like word of the day and all that.
Just love it.
Well, he's so nice.
He's so cute.
And also, what was school like for you? Did you enjoy school?
Yeah, I liked it up until maybe like the last 2 years. So my school was really small. I think that's like a positive with private school is like it is very small. So the classes, like for example, my maths class had 4 of us.
Wow.
Yeah. I mean, I was in bottom set maths. So maybe that was why. But there was 4 of us and it's like you are getting that one-to-one help. So I think that's what you're paying for, really.
Yeah.
But yeah, I liked school. I liked junior school. So that's like, is that what you guys?
Juniors, like primary school?
Yeah, like primary school.
Primary school.
I liked primary school. That was like fun because it's just innocent.
Yeah.
High school, I've never been a girl that has like a big group of friends, especially girlfriends. Like at school, all my friends are boys. So yeah,
I've never been friends with boys in my whole life.
yeah. So all my friends were boys. I did obviously have girlfriends, but just for example, like I said, I've left with one friend from school
Yeah.
that I stayed in contact with.
Mm-hmm.
But don't get me wrong, like everyone was nice. I didn't have an issue with anyone. Like everyone was lovely. But yeah, it's just when you're in such a like when there's only a couple of you in like a class or in a year, it's quite cliquey.
I can imagine.
Like, people are stuck in their cliques and then that's it. So like lunch, I used to sit with the boys. Do you know what I mean? Like I wasn't sat on the girls' table. So
I feel like you're such a girls' girl as well.
and I am. Like I actually am.
Yeah.
Like I would much rather, like I say this to Giano all the time, like I wish I had a group of like girlfriends and I could be like, let's go for lunch or let's go to breakfast or let's go shopping because I love Giano, but sometimes you want to go and do like girl things.
Yeah.
So that's where I'm lucky because I have my family. So like I'm one of 4 girls, 1 boy, and I'm an auntie to near enough like 20 nieces and nephews. Yeah, and some of them are older than me.
That's crazy.
Yes, my mum was pregnant at the same time as 2 of my sisters. Yeah, she had to make it by herself again. She had to. They were like, "Mum, we're gonna kill you," and she was like, "Yeah." But because we've all grown up, basically just brothers and sisters with all my nieces, they're literally my.
There's lots of you. You're near your best friends.
Yeah, and also they just got me because they like don't. Not that I don't work, but they don't necessarily have a job like 9 to 5 either. Do you know what I mean? So we're all like, "Do you want to go for lunch?" Yeah, we're all free. Whereas I'm sure if I did have like maybe a bigger group of girlfriends that like had jobs and it wouldn't really, I couldn't say, "Do you want to go to London for the weekend?" I like, no, I've got to work. Which I get.
Have to get time off work.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
No, I get you. I mean, because I wanted to speak to you about that as well. Like having, I feel like this is not on here, but I feel like I remember seeing a video of you talking about going to the girls' bathroom.
Yeah. And I took Giano.
You took Giano, and was it because you didn't have someone to like go someone else?
Yeah, I mean, Giano watches Sophia and Chip show with me, so like he is a girl's bathroom stan. So like yeah, but yeah, probably like for example so on the 1st of December I've been invited to an event. It's a really girl like female based event. My initial thing was like, can I bring like my mom or because I've not got like a girl that would like, and my friend from school, like I love her, she's literally been my friend since like I was a baby. She was at our engagement party and everything, but like she's not interested in like not that I'm an influencer, but like that type of scene.
No, but I think you are.
No, I don't think we're there yet, but like she's not interested in that.
Right, okay.
You know what I mean? Like she's like, we'll catch up for coffee or a little bit of lunch like on my days off. I'm not going to like a branded event thing.
Yeah, it's a lot as well for people that aren't in like that type of like world.
Yeah, it's even a lot for me. Like we just went to something for Giano and it was the beauty awards. Oh my god, the amount of like big influencers and like celebs that was there, I was like, oh my god. And I walked the red carpet.
Yeah, saw that. You looked amazing.
It took me about 5 minutes to walk that. It was Giano and Giano's dad that was like, you're doing it, like regardless, like get on it. Then I was glad I did it, but like getting me on that was a lot. So like anybody out with that scene, no, they would just be like, what the hell?
Yeah, it's a lot, I could imagine. I know, but I feel like girls, like big groups of girls as well, sometimes don't always work out. That's also not how it always is. Like, I don't have like a group of girls, I just have like girls in different sectors of my life.
Yeah, which is nice.
Which is nice, but I get that it's nice that Jilla's your best friend as well, and you've got your mum, you've got your sister.
Yeah, I've got everyone. Yeah.
5,000 pals.
Also, I'm actually quite antisocial, believe it or not. So, like, a big group of girlfriends is never going to work for me.
No.
Also, I don't like bitchy energy.
No, I know.
So, I'm, like, removing myself from the drama immediately.
Yeah.
You know, I would remove myself from the group chat, or like, I can't be bothered with that.
No.
At the grand age of 24. Like, I'm an engaged woman. I'm not here for it, guys.
I know, petty drama. Who
Yeah, like, no. And I'm also just like, there's so much more to life. Like, than that. Yeah. So, although I would like girlfriends for certain things, I also feel like
content with what you got.
with what we've got. Yeah.
Yeah, I get that. Moving a wee bit of a different topic here, but I wanted to ask you about your mum's wardrobe,
Oh.
because that has like millions of likes on TikTok.
I think it's like all of our 36 million views.
Oh my god.
And I rinsed that video, let me tell you. I as bad maybe like 4 times.
Yeah.
And I'm like, yeah.
Yes, it's amazing, and your dad built that for your mum as well.
Yeah, and have you seen what he left himself?
Yeah, not much.
Not a lot. That summarizes them.
Yeah,
Like, that is my dad from my mum.
love it. Oh,
Like, I was actually, again, speaking to Giano's family recently, and I was just saying, like, if you came to my home for one day,
Mhm.
like, my dad is obsessed with my mum.
yeah.
Like, everyone's obsessed with their parents, but, like, my dad, like, idolizes my mum. So, like, if my mum's in the wrong, we've not got that situation where we go to dad and say, like, oh, mum's a nightmare today. He's like, that's your mother.
yeah,
You're so lucky to have a mother like this. And
yeah.
I think also because my dad was, like, raised in an orphanage, so he doesn't have a relationship with neither of his parents.
Mhm.
So he just believes that, like, a mother figure is, like, so important, which it is. Like, my mom's my best friend. But, like, if you even say to your mum, like, oh, go away, like, I can't bother listening. Oh my god. No,
Do not do that.
I do not do this in the McMillan household. Like, mum is like queen, like, you worship mum.
I love that.
Yeah.
So she's the boss.
She's the boss. So he built the wardrobe for her.
Mm-hmm.
The castle had something similar. Yeah, the castle. The castle had something similar. It's a different layout because obviously it was, like, historic.
Mm-hmm.
Latham, which is my house now,
Mhm.
that's like a little bit more modern. So it's actually all one floor, which again, that would take a lot of people by surprise. It's actually a bungalow.
I love that.
Yeah. And yeah, my dad like built the full changing room and then his little bit. God love him.
Oh no, no. Do you ever go shopping in your mum's wardrobe?
Oh my god. Well, last night I went to the Louboutin event and just took her little bag immediately. It took all of her jewelry. I was like, absolutely, Mary, thank you very much.
Thank you, mate.
The only annoying thing is she's a size 5.5 shoe and I'm actually a size 9.
Right.
Yes.
I'm not a tall queen.
6'1".
6'1". That's amazing.
So I'm having to hit up like Giano shoes.
Yeah.
Seriously, like boys trainers.
Well, listen, that's what happens when you're 6'1".
Yeah, it is.
And but I love that. Do you like
Yeah.
being tall?
Yeah, I do.
I think it's so.
I used to not. Like I never used to. I used to think like this is too much. And if I
Yeah.
wore heels, like sometimes I'd be the height legit of the kitchen door. Like me in this roof today.
But that's so powerful. Like even a tall female.
Yeah, and I look at like Tom Holland, Zendaya.
Yeah, exactly.
Iconic.
So iconic.
Do you know what I mean? So I'm just like, you better own it. If you don't own it, then
Yeah.
yeah, you look weird.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah.
Love that. So, what was your first ever like designer? Well, not maybe your first ever, but what's your favorite designer like purchase to date?
Oh, so my first designer,
Mm-hmm.
obviously I didn't buy it for myself. My mum and dad had got me, and I literally know exactly what it was. It's like a little Chanel pink bag that's pink with the CC in black. It's so tacky, but back in the day it was so iconic.
Mm-hmm. That
And-
looked really cute, like Mansell.
Yeah, it literally there's a photo of her with the bag, right? And then my sister Mercedes, she got the white one, so like we had matching. But my favorite designer purchase to date.
Mm.
Well, I obviously didn't get myself it, and it's not designer, and well, it is actually technically.
Yes.
So my ring,
The ring.
because it's like yeah,
Yeah, that's your favorite.
Yeah.
That's complete sense. I
Yeah.
thought you were going to say the mini, like pink mini Kelly.
no, the ring,
The ring.
yeah,
I didn't even think. But yeah, right. Love it. That are my favorite too.
yeah,
We need to talk about that.
we do.
But I feel like I need to.
Yeah, let's run through it.
Let's go through.
Okay.
So you and Giano, we have Giano in the room. Hello.
Oh.
Would you call your love story a modern one? Because did he slide into your DMs?
So do you want to know how we met?
Yes.
Right now, everyone lock in because it's quite confusing.
Lock in, or I am ready.
So Velvet, my sister, had a wedding in Lake Como.
She did.
About 4 years ago.
Mhm.
They basically broke the internet. People are still talking about it, right?
Yeah.
For a non-celeb wedding, people are still talking about it, right? On our way home from Lake Como, I had like started TikTok maybe when I was like 17, posting like really cringe videos. Do not try and find them because they're all archived. So don't even go there, right? But it was like lip syncing and you know, the classics. No views. Okay?
Yeah.
But I wasn't doing TikTok for that at that time. I was literally just doing it because it was like fun.
Yeah.
On our way home, we're driving to Monaco, and I'm like, oh, Velvet's wedding was so great that I have to post on TikTok. And I think it got like 24 million views, right? And now I kick myself because I'm like, I could have made my TikTok so much bigger if I had done like get readies with me at the wedding the day before. She had like a full pizza party. We went to whose house did we? Richard Branson's home.
Oh,
We had like rented the day before. Imagine TikTok if they'd seen this.
I know.
So this is how you know I wasn't doing it for TikTok because it was literally so like just innocent. Busted Velvet's TikTok and that went crazy. Then I just started like doing like TikToks like that, like luxury TikToks, whatever. So back to how I met Giano. Giano has a friend that works for him called Millie. And she and Giano's sister, Carianne, was getting married and she was going to Carianne's wedding. And at the time I used to like design dresses and I used to sell dresses. So you could message me for like a custom dress. I was getting them made in Liverpool and then I would send them to you. So I got a dress made for my sister's day before wedding because I was a bridesmaid. And it was like a blue, just like little dress with a big blue bow. Okay. And Millie seen this on the viral TikTok.
Right.
Had messaged me and was like, can I order this dress? I was like, yeah, of course, whatever. She got the dress. That was fine. In the interim of all of this, she's shown Giano, this is the dress I'm going to wear. Which Giano is like, who's the girl? Right?
Yeah.
So Millie's like, oh, I don't know, like just this girl like that I follow on TikTok. So Giano's like, I'm going to marry her one day. Yeah. And Millie's backed this up because I thought, oh, he's just working himself slightly, right? But Millie's like, this is factual. And Millie and the girls in the office are like, calm down. Like, you don't even know who she is. Like, I think you should just relax. So, fast forward to the January. So, Velvet's wedding, whenever it was, and now we're in January, and I'm suffering really bad with my anxiety. Leaving the house to do a night away is a no from me. Okay, like, I physically couldn't. Like, the panic attacks and everything was so bad. So, my friend Felicity, who's my friend since nursery from school, she's like, why don't we go to London for a few days? Like, you need to just de-stress. And she's like a safe space for me. I know, like, we're just good with her. So we go and it comes to nighttime and my heart is like, I think, oh my God, I'm gonna have to go home. Like, I am unwell. Giano messages me, swiping up to the story. So I'm like, normally I would never reply, just a swipe up of like a love heart eyes. But my friend is like, why don't you reply? Because it's going to get your mind off of it, off of this anxiety. So I reply. And he's like, well, I'm going to Dubai tomorrow, blah, blah, blah. So I'm like, yeah, okay. Next morning, don't reply to Giano because I'm like, I'm fine now. I'm like,
I don't need this.
yeah, I was like, bye-bye. Come home. And then he swipes up to my conservatory and he's like, this looks so cozy. Again, I would never reply to this normally. Like, what is this chat? Like, even Giano now can be like, what was going on?
I love your conservatory.
Yeah.
Show it to me.
Yeah, literally, I was like, okay. And then from that moment on, we spoke every single day. But it was the most strange, like, it was the most bizarre situation. Like, boys don't exist like this, and I'll tell you why. Like, so we had never met. We've spoken for like 3 days. Giano's going on holiday to Dubai with one of his like girl friends at the time, one of his friends from work. And I'm immediately like, he's on the plane and he's tagged her, and I'm like, no, because I'm thinking he's got a girlfriend.
Yeah.
So I immediately text him like, sorry, cannot speak to you. Like, also, I'm texting the girl now to say that you'd be texting me.
Yes.
Like, sorry, no. He's like, oh my God, it's my friend. Like, she'll even back up and say she'll need to, or I'm not replying. Like, so the friend's like, no, we're just friends that we're going on holiday. But this is so foreign to me because of the way I've been brought up, which we can touch on. Like, girl and boy going on holiday, not married, wild in my household. Okay. So I'm like, what? Like, they're not even going out. What the hell? Anyways, the thing that's so foreign with this whole thing is I was waking up. Obviously, Dubai was in front. I was waking up and Giano, who I'd never met before, is texting me like, hey, just been to TGI's for lunch. Hey, now just going here. Because he was on holiday with a girl and immediately is like, I don't know if he was trying to reassure me because I didn't even know, I had never even met him.
Mm-hmm.
But I was like, I like that because I was like, that's a bit different.
Yeah.
And then he was like, let's go on a date. I'm going to come through to Edinburgh. So I was like, oh God, oh Felicia, I don't know about dates. I was like, Edinburgh, no. So I'm on TikTok live and doing my makeup because I used to love live all the time. My mum was there and I was like, guys, I'm going to cancel. I'm going to cancel. Like, I just got myself too stressed out.
Yeah.
My mom's like, the boy's victim himself into the George Edinburgh. Like, you're not cancelling. Like, it's so ignorant. Like, go, come home, and he's going back to Glasgow the next day. Like, relax. So I was this unbothered that you're gonna like, Porsche, you're kidding. I was just so chilled out by the whole thing now that I walk into the hotel and it's pouring down of rain and I just got my hair blow dried. And I was like, I'm not walking to St. James's Centre to get my hair wet. And so my mum was like, I'll just drop you off like kids, right? So I was like, actually, you know what, Mary? That sounds great for me,
Yeah.
right? So Giano comes out, God love him, all stressed out. Oh, and he's like, should I just book an Uber? I'm like, no, my mom's gonna drop us off. And he's like, no. He's meeting me for the first time. And then he's meeting mum.
Yes.
So he's looking at me
Well,
like, yeah, he's looking at me like, what is going on? And my 3 nieces are in the back seat. Yeah, they're like, surely not. He's walked out of the car, got in the front seat, and my mom's like, before you get in the car, are you a serial killer or a weirdo? And he's like, no, I'm not. I'm just like a normal person. She's like, that's fine, get in. This is how crazy my family is, right? Like, it's just, obviously, we did need a reality show because it's just wild.
Yes, I was going to say that.
Like,
You
it's
need
nuts. So, although my day-to-day might be boring, like, the stuff that my mum and dad and sisters come out with is just,
Yeah.
I can't
Truly.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So that was that. And then we spent literally every single day with each other since then.
So what year was that? You met? Went your first date?
2023, Jen.
Not 23.
Oh, you are engaged.
Here we are engaged. I
Oh,
know.
exciting. Okay, we need to talk about the proposal. Oh my God.
I know.
Portia,
I know.
that is every girl's dream. And if they say it's not, they're lying. Because it is.
It is. It was iconic.
Pink. Everything was thought about.
It was perfect.
It was perfect. And that was actually the night on my 21st birthday party. So I wasn't on my phone at all. I was on the phone the next day and you posted that ring and I went, "Ah! Mum!" And she went, "What is it?" And I was like, "Oh, she's engaged." Like, as if I had a social relationship. Like, as if I know her.
Yeah.
Now you're on the couch. So just,
Yeah. How iconic.
and it was like, I was like, oh my God. Talk to me about it. Like, how was that?
Oh my God. So again, I'll give you some inside scoop because like me being dramatic, this is just like sums me up.
Yeah.
So we're going to Paris. Giano sprung this upon me. I'm like freaking out. Now, something about me is if I get anxious, I start feeling a bit sick. Before I come in here, I was feeling a bit sick. Now, sometimes I can cap this, but sometimes I'm like, just I'm something to get me out of here, right? I'm going home.
I
So-
like that as well. Have you ever tried humming?
No.
It's like the sickness sounds.
Yeah, that's right.
I do that
Okay.
sometimes.
So my mum's like, get your nails. I had brown nails, I think.
Okay.
No, it might have been a lie. Someone can check that. But I had something on the nails. It was just not going to work for a ring.
Lemon.
Huh?
Lemon.
Lemon. There we go. Right. So my mum's like, surely you're not going to keep them on. So I'm like, excuse me? So she's like, surely you're going to get all that changed. I'm like, huh. Right. Giano was acting real sus. Like, he was like acting like a proper weirdo. I don't know what was going on with him. Right. My mind's going 360. As soon as I posted that I'm going to Paris, people are now messaging me that I don't even know. My story views are high. Like, everything is giving me anxiety because I'm like, this is crazy, right?
Yeah.
People are like, you're definitely getting proposed, you're getting engaged. I'm like, imagine I didn't now on reflection. People would have been really disappointed.
Yeah.
So we got off the flight and Giano's like arranged, I won't bore you with it, but he's done all this like amazing stuff. So me, the overthinker, I'm like, right, we're in Paris for 3 days. If he's going to propose, surely it's going to be on the second day. So why would he do it on the third? Then we would have a day to celebrate. And why would he do it on the first and just hit me when I've been woken at 5 a.m. to catch a flight?
Yes.
This is the way I'm thinking, right? So I'm thinking about it. So the morning of the second day arrive. Well, don't I feel sick? I'm like, I'm not feeling good. So Giano's like, enough. Now he had kept the morning completely open because this is how much he knows me. He knew I would be vomiting.
Right.
So he's made sure we're doing nothing till 2 o'clock.
Amazing.
So he's like, I think you should just relax. Now I'm vomiting.
Sick.
I'm actually ill.
Oh,
This is even being hypochondriac. This is now ill.
right.
So I'm like, you can write this. My mom's texting me, like, you better get your shit together.
Yeah.
Am I allowed to say that on this? Yeah. And I'm like, oh, no. So I've got a girls group chat. I'm texting them. I'm like, oh, imagine he's proposing. Like, I'm now projectiling. This is not the vibe. This is just not it, okay? Giano's like, if you think I'm proposing, you've lost your mind. We've been dating for like 2 years. You need to breathe and like pull yourself together. So I was like now annoyed. Because I'm like, oh my God,
you're not.
maybe this actually isn't happening now. I brought a white dress like an idiot. Okay. I'm like, my God, this is maybe not happening. So he's like, I've got a special surprise at 2. So I'm like, it's the ring. Here we go. It's a beautiful picnic looking over the Eiffel Tower and no ring to fill picnic. So I'm thinking, it's obviously happening tonight, right? So I am having these thoughts
Yeah.
as a girl naturally, right? I'm just not airing this.
No.
So again, me, overthinker, I'm thinking if I'm getting engaged, he's gonna do this before dinner. Because why would he have me eat, be bloated, then get photos? Like, I'm thinking Giano knows how we think as a woman, right?
Yeah.
So he's like, it's 7 o'clock and he's like, the car's ready outside that we're going for dinner. So I'm like, oh my, now my face is tripping me.
You're reaching.
So I get to my dinner, I'm eating my pasta, because now I'm like, who cares if I'm bloated, because also it's not happening.
Yeah.
My niece Chanel's messaging me, she's like, try and have a look in his bag and see if there's a bulging ring box. Can't see anything in the bag. Nothing. So I'm like, I'm looking, Giano's looking at me like I'm lost the plot. So now it comes to dessert, and I'm like, surely, like, I would like a dessert.
Yeah.
Well, you can't have one, Porsche, because I'm booked a drink. So now we're not even big drinkers.
Okay.
So I'm like, are you actually going to begrudge me a little, like, chocolate cake?
Yeah.
Yeah. So now I just want to get home now. Trip done. So as we're leaving, but Giano doesn't really know this, but he could tell that I'm now, like, you know, just that, are you okay? Yeah, I'm fine. This is what I'm feeding him.
Yeah.
So now he's like, let's go. I booked like drinks, whatever. So I'm like, okay, whatever. So we get in the car. No, as we're leaving the restaurant, there's like this man with a plaque that says Miss McMillan or something. I like cannot see the boys because I've got no glasses on. So as soon as the glasses are off, I'm blind and I can't do the contacts because that just stresses me out how to get them out at the end of the night. So I'm walking around blind. Right? So if you ever see me and I don't wave, it's because I'm blind.
Right. I'd see. Okay.
So I've just walked right past this guy. Giano's like, look, Portia, look. I'm not even interested now. Because I'm like, just get into the car, Giano.
Yeah.
No
Chocolate cake.
Yeah, like,
Region.
yeah. We're going to get drinks. So we've come down this little back street in Paris. We come out. Giano's like to the man, where's the bar? So now I'm like, oh God, now he's lost. Jesus, this is really all working out for us. I'm like, where's the bar? Over there. So he points to a gentleman's strip club. So I'm like, no. So now you can imagine me. So I'm like, wrap it up. I've been punked and I'm ready to get out of here. Right? Like, what is going on?
What's happening?
So Giano's like to the man, like giving him the eyes. Are you sure it's over there? So now I'm thinking, oh my God, if he is going to propose, he's just been scammed. Because we're about to go into a strip club.
Yeah.
Right?
No.
Giano's frantically texting on the phone. So I'm like, who are you texting? Giano. You know, I'm in the middle of Paris about to get taken. You know, where are we? So he's like, the lady's just coming down from the drinks restaurant. So I'm like, okay. So we essentially go into like an old apartment block in Paris, which was really beautiful. You get into an elevator and it's one of those elevators where you have to pull the like metal cage thing shut and then the door closes. Like, it was really old. This woman's going with it. She's like, your drinks table will be ready soon. So now I'm thinking, where am I? No, I'm actually thinking, we're actually going to get abducted.
Yeah.
Genuinely, this is where I've went. So if you ever watched the movie Taken in Paris, that's where I am now.
Yeah.
I'm about to get stolen.
Oh no.
So now Giano's got sweat dripping off his head. So at this point, I'm like, what the hell's going on with him? But my brain genuinely is not going to proposal. My brain is going to abduction.
Yeah.
So I'm like, would you pull yourself together? Like, we're about to get stolen. Where the hell are we, Giano? Where have these stupid drinks? So he's like, would you just calm down? And would you just wait? So I was like, God, right. So now the woman's come out, but now I hear like a bit of music. Oh! So now my whole thought process has changed.
Right.
So now I'm like, you better snap out the attitude that you've got.
Yeah.
Thinking you're getting abducted by Liam Neeson. Well, he's the survivor, but yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm like, you need to relax. So the woman's like, come upstairs and have your drink. So I'm like, cut the act, because I know what's going on up here. Then she's like, hold on a minute, could you just wait there? I'm half upstairs. So I'm like, all right. So what I learned now is Paris that night, literally God was on our side. The wind was so severe that the petals were blowing everywhere. So when I was halfway go upstairs, she was like, would you stop now? Could you imagine Giano? So now let's go to Giano's POV, because I've learned all this.
Yeah.
He did have the ring in his bag, but he's been carrying around my cannon in the bag. So I didn't think anything different, because the bulge looked like the cannon. Yeah, it was the ring box. So he is behind me sweating, right? Whilst he's just had to deal with me and my attitude. He's not trying to get the ring out the bag. It's getting jammed.
Oh.
Then he's had to put a pause up the stair. You can imagine it. It's like something off of like, generally You've Been Framed. So he's like half in the bag, half not. I can't even look at him back there because he's got COVID with the sweat. So then we got upstairs and then I see it. And then I just took like, I think it was one of Giano's family members. They were like, what did you do when you seen it? And I was like, I just put my bag down. I just walked straight down. Imagine it wasn't for me. Obviously it would have been because we were the only people up there. And then Giano followed me and it was just,
Like, I've been waiting for this down.
yeah, love it. And it was just the best thing ever.
Oh.
And the story behind it is just us. Like, I would think I was getting stolen when I was actually getting proposed to. Do you know?
Yeah.
Like,
Oh,
that is me.
Yeah, that's you. And I feel like you handled it quite well then.
I did.
You must have been stressed out your box.
Guys, for literally 2 months before we left to go to Paris, and I was organising the actual physical proposal, I never worked. I went to work, and I would lie in and say, I'm going on a Teams meeting, I've got a call right now with a supplier, but I wouldn't have been sat, like, speaking to the proposal people, like, okay, what about this, how do we do this? They said I was one of the worst clients. They had to hand sketch, like, the design, because I was like,
I missed
right.
that out.
Wasn't right. Like, it was...
Had quite a lot of story there to cover, so I did miss that.
So,
Well, it ended
so,
up
yeah,
being
it was-
perfect.
No, it was literally like my dream. It was.
Perfect. And that ring is my trap. That ring is my dream too. Like, look, can we give the camera a wee close up?
Yeah, and it has a hidden halo under.
Oh,
Which will still the scene, yeah.
love it.
No, it's perfect.
It's perfect.
It is.
And then you went to Dubai.
And then we flew straight. So he did do it on the second day, thank God. So the third day we had to like celebrate. Obviously, we couldn't post it because we didn't want to, because obviously it just happened that night.
Yeah.
And the next morning we got like through, I think like 5 photos just roughly edited by the photographer. Oh, so we're up there. I forgot this part of the story, which is iconic. So we're up there and they're like, right, you can now phone your parents or whatever. So I'm like, we have to phone mum. Like, a mum and dad immediately, like, we have to phone them. So we phoned them. They're like so excited. They obviously knew. Giano was texting them like the whole time, saying what I'm just about to go upstairs. Like, she's a nightmare, like all this. So they were waiting. And then we get up there. I phoned them. Great. And then the little woman, there was probably like genuinely like 7 members of like, there was a girl doing content, there was like a videographer, there was a photographer, there was the violinist, like there were so many people up there capturing this moment that the little photographer, she comes running over and she's like, right, can you just put down the phone for a minute? We now need to do your photos. Right. So I'm like, okay, but we've not phoned Giano's mum and dad. We've done my mum and dad, but we've not done Giano's mum and dad, right? God love them. They're parked over at the side of the road waiting for the phone call because my mum has now like completely blown it. She's phoned them all excited, like, oh my God, they're engaged. And they're like, yeah, we've not even got a phone call yet.
Oh no.
So not only so we're not even phoning them, 14 minutes later,
Oh, they've been waiting that long.
they're like, nah, what's gone on up there? Like, what has happened? We phoned them and they were like so like excited and everything. But yeah, God love them. They had to wait the 40 minutes.
There's a lot that happens though when something that exciting goes on. Lots of people to phone, lots of things to do.
Yeah, and you sometimes forget.
Yeah, it's all
I forgot like 3 family members. Feel horrendous about it, but what can you do?
they'll be at the wedding.
Yeah, like, what can you do?
Yeah, what can you do exactly? But seriously, that is the most perfect innovation ever. So you went to Dubai, right? I went to
Dubai. We went to Dubai. Dubai was unreal. Giano had like 6 bouquets of flowers with all the balloons.
How many roses are in those like bouquets?
I think it's 100.
200.
200. And Dubai do the flowers so good. Like, they're literally all crammed together, so they're huge.
I would hate that I can't take them home
Yeah, I know.
because they're so nice.
So I usually give them to, this is another thing that people don't know. Like, people are always like, Giano gets me flowers every single time we go to Dubai. And everyone's like, such a waste of money. Like, you just leave them. But I don't. I give them somebody in the hotel. So I always tell like a member of staff that they can take them home for their wife, or because by the time we leave, like, they're perfect still. So it's such a waste. And you just have to sign something saying like you're happy for them to take it home. But yeah, I always give them to like a member of staff, or when they'll that's like cleaner, or yeah, exactly. And another girl's getting the benefit of them. Like, oh my god.
How fun. Oh, I love that so much. So what about the wedding? So is there dates? Is there anything in mind? Is it an abroad wedding?
Definitely abroad.
Right, okay.
This is really the intel because everyone is messaging me about this. I'm supplying everyone. I'm thinking the south of France. That's like my dream. In like a old chateau. Yeah, that's like my dream. That's as much I'm gonna say to you.
Okay.
We're gonna go and view places in January. We're not gonna get married till 2027 because I need the whole of next year.
Yeah.
And so many of my nieces and nephews are getting married next year, so I'm like, let them play their moment, and then we'll do the year after.
Then you'll book yours.
Yeah. Oh, so exciting.
Oh, it's so exciting. There's so much as well that comes with it. Like, there's so much you can do.
Yeah.
Everything. And you've already had your engagement party.
Yeah, that was so fun.
I was gonna say that was so much fun. Yeah,
Yeah.
like fun.
And that was like a mini wedding. Like,
Yeah.
we done the cake cutting. We done like the champagne pour. We entered the room like we just were newlyweds. Like, it's a whole thing.
What was your favourite engagement present?
Oh. You know, it wasn't an engagement present, but Giano got me pajamas that had the date on them, which I loved. My mum got me the Vogue wedding book, which like I always wanted whenever I got married. I actually seen Shinsia got Sophia, and this is where I was like, I need it.
Yeah.
And it has like every bride that's ever been in Vogue and like their wedding. I love that. Oh my god, my niece got me like a parcel. Like, everyone done like unreal.
Yeah.
We got loads of gifts. It's like it was Christmas.
Yeah. And you teased kind of your new business.
Oh yeah,
Wifey Era.
Wifey Era. How fitting.
How fitting. So you already have Winter Dollz, is that what it's
Yeah.
called? And you obviously as well, you used to make dresses and things like that as well. You've always had something going on. So tell me about the new business.
I've always had something going on because it would be like easy for me to sit at home and literally do nothing. But I always kind of like that little bit of like financial freedom of like earning my own money.
Yeah.
Like, when you get to a certain age, you don't want to say to your dad, can I have £50? Go and get my hair done.
I don't
No, you just, it's just, no, you just don't want to do it. So I've always had little things. I love my furs. That's like I've been that for 4 years now. I love it. And I have like all recurring customers, and I just love that. But yeah, Wifey Era is essentially, so when I got engaged, I was like Googling online. When my sister got married, Velvet, she had a nighttime dress and a nighttime veil. Her nighttime veil was a huge bow, bow. Literally my bow, right? I seen it and I was like, I need that, but I can't make this about me because you're a nighttime of the wedding, but I'm gonna need that when I get engaged. She was like, yeah, whatever. So I say to her, I'm like, Valve, I need that bow. And she's like, yeah, of course. And I'm like, no, what? If I feel like, because I have some traveler followers and got some normal girls, like, I was like, if I post this, then I'm gonna have loads of people saying like, where is it from? So where is it from? Anyways, it was from this brand and it was £500. So I was like, this is far too dear. Like, who is giving £500 for a bow other than Velvet? Like, this is nuts. I'm not even giving that, right?
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, I need to come up with my own version that's like cheaper, like in the £100 bracket for girls, because you still need to make a profit on it, but I still want it to be like affordable, but it's a wedding, so you can bump it up a little bit. And that's what this is. And then obviously I want to do like tracksuits, and because like I said, when I got engaged, I was looking online like all the engaged like merch or whatever, but there's not loads.
No, there's not.
And luckily I've been gifted a lot, which is like really nice, of like the brands and things. But yeah, there's not a lot. There's bridal, but not a lot of engaged, like fiance era.
Yes, fiance era.
It's all bride era and like bride to be.
Yeah, so this is what it's going to be. It's going to be for the engaged girlies.
Yeah, I kind of teased it and then I put pause on it because that was like, no one's really buying that right now. You know, we're coming to the end of the year. We've got Christmas stuff to get. We've got priorities to buy for people.
Yeah.
No one's giving £100 for a bow.
No.
But next year, wedding season, It's a nice gift. It's like my niece just got engaged, gave her one. Do you know what I mean? Like,
Love it.
yeah, and it's a nice little, and it's like if they have a hen party, then they can just put it in their hair and it just looks so chic.
Yeah, and that's so good as well. Such a good idea because I feel like a lot of the wedding stuff, obviously weddings are expensive, but if you know it can be helped,
Yeah.
you would if you still want a huge bow, you do spend £500.
No, £500 nuts.
It's crazy
Because you still need your dress.
Yeah.
What I was thinking about is like us girls, like we need, let's say it's for a hen party, we still need the dress, we still need all the accessories, we still need a bag, we still need the shoes. Like £500 for the bill could be the whole outfit.
true.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Plus less.
Get you.
So yeah.
So obviously I know you're not going to tell me your dress, but
I don't even know my dress.
no,
I don't even know my dress.
Really?
Yeah.
I know my dress and I'm
Right.
like,
So everybody thinks that when I got engaged, like even my mum, she was like, I thought you would have this all down. Like location, what you wanted the ceremony to be like, what you wanted the after. Like nothing. I literally know nothing. Velvet had her wedding plans since she was like 12.
right.
So as soon as she got engaged, she could just, like, even down to photographer, she just messaged him, booked everything. Like, Velvet was easy. I'm like, oh, I'm on Pinterest. I'm like, oh, I like that. Then I'm like, oh, I like this, but they're all different.
Yeah.
But I did book, which is exciting, in March, Vera Wang, Oscar de la Renta, Ali Saab. I booked all these appointments. So I'm like, I just want to go, try everything on, and then see where we go from there.
Yeah, and how fun to get to try them.
Yeah, this is literally it. Like, I'm like, we have to make a girls' day. Yeah, like my mom, my sisters.
Yeah. And, oh my god, it's so exciting. Hopefully you're going to vlog it all.
Of course I am.
Can
Yeah, of course I am.
So exciting. See, I want a pink Vera Wang wedding dress. That's what I want.
That was really fitting for you.
Thank you. So see, when you said Vera Wang there, I actually felt it. I was like,
Yeah, well, have you watched Bride Wars?
yes.
So Velvet tried on the Vera Wang with the purple.
Yes.
And that's what she always thought she wanted. And then she tried on and she was like,
I don't want that.
yeah. And this is everyone stressing me out because I'm like, I'm thinking a lot big.
You get opposite probably.
I hope not. I think I have to go like a big princess for your wedding day. But I wouldn't do 2 dresses.
You'll do a perfume.
Yeah, for
There's
sure.
so many outfits you're going to have for your life.
And I'm going to do like a 3-day event for our wedding.
Oh, I mean,
Yeah, like this isn't just one day for us. Like, I'm dragging this on
Yeah.
as much as I possibly can.
Yeah, as you should. You only get one wedding.
Yeah, like we've been engaged maybe 4 months now, 3 months. We're still going to restaurants. Giano's still putting down special occasion, newly engaged. They're still bringing out the congratulations free dessert. And I'm like, yeah, we're rinsing it.
Yeah, rinse it.
Yeah,
I would do that.
Yeah.
I love that so much.
Yeah.
But also, can I ask about your Chanel shoes? So you got an appointment at Chanel.
Yeah.
For your wedding shoes.
So no, this is not how it went down. Right. So my essay in London, he messaged me and he was like, I'm gonna be on holiday when you come to London, but I'm gonna leave you in really good hands. I was like, oh, he's like the best guy ever. Love him. Actually, edit the name out because I don't want anyone using him. Okay, so we'll edit the name out. So yeah, he messages me and he's like, I'm gonna leave you in really good hands. So I'm like, great. So we go into the shop and the guy that he's left me in charge with is too busy with a different customer, and we have lunch booked at 2 and it's now like 12:30. And I'm like, I'm here to do most of my Christmas shopping from Giano and from my parents. So I'm like, we need to get the ball moving. So this lovely woman comes over and she's like, I can help you, blah, blah, blah. Now, my essay had messaged me and was like, there's this guy called, I genuinely do not know the name. And that's horrendous because it's like major. And he's going to be in store today if you want to design a pair of slingbacks, which is like, I would normally be wearing them today, but it's freezing and raining. Just a pair of Chanel heels. So I was like, okay, cool. So I go in, pick out everything I want, and then I'm like, I want to book the appointment with. So I didn't even have an appointment at this point.
Right, yeah.
I want to book an appointment. They're like, that's like, come back at 3. So I'm like, great. So these 2 people are the people that done Sophia Richie's wedding shoes from Chanel, right? Literally touched her feet.
Yeah.
Okay, so one of them is like the designer, one of them is like measuring you up. So we go in. I'm in there with I'm not even really thinking wedding shoes. I've not even thought that far ahead right now. So I'm like, we're just gonna do a little pair of slingbacks. I like what's like just having general chit chat. I'm like, oh, we just got engaged recently. They're like, oh my god, great. So the pair of shoes I was designing was more to go and view like locations, was to go to like my dress fittings in, because I needed like a pair of white shoes. So I won't tell you what they look like, but I designed a pair of white slingbacks. So that was that. And then she was like, you can do another pair. So I was like, oh, okay. And then she was like, have you thought about your wedding shoes? So I was like, the light bulb moment. So I was like, no. And she was like, well, we can do your wedding shoes. So I was like, okay, wedding shoes is stressing me out because I don't know what dress or what vibe. But why don't we do nighttime? Because I've got such big feet. Like, all jokes aside, finding shoes that are like comfy, that are heels, these Chanel slingbacks are really the only things that are like nice for me. So she's like, they're we don't do size, we're doing them for your feet. So I'm like, oh my god, like this is iconic. Yeah. And so we designed my nighttime shoes. Yeah, so we've now got 2 pairs of custom Chanel shoes.
And I'm amazing, and we get to see them in a couple of weeks.
Yeah, because they take, I think it's 8 weeks.
8 weeks for a sample, then another 8 weeks for the final product.
So 4 months.
Oh my god, how
Yeah, I know. And it's like I got my initials in my first pair, and then I got my new initials in my nighttime pair.
that's so nice.
Yes. So it's just like, yeah. And it's just like, who else can say that they had a pair of Chanel shoes?
I know,
Do you know what I mean?
very iconic.
Yeah, like, come on.
Yeah,
So thank God I have that essay. Because
I know. That's brilliant. So, are you gonna keep McMillan in your name?
I don't think so.
No, drop it completely.
Yeah.
There you go.
I think it'd be too much. Porsche McMillan Napolitano.
I actually quite like that. Oh,
And Macmillan's kind of iconic. So, like, I love Macmillan, but Giano's like, I think you should just do Porsche Napolitano, but he would say that. You know, he's
Yeah.
getting the Salsetti name. Yeah. So, yeah, we'll wait and see.
yeah, wait and see. Love it though. So, oh yeah, I'm like looking at this. I'm like, we've covered so much. Yeah, I like.
I told you I'm a talker.
I love that though. I'm like that. Listen.
Yeah.
So talk to me about as well. I saw a video that you made about Ascot. Your outfits were always unbelievable.
Thank you.
In fact, and you get them made for
This
you.
is made, yeah.
Stunning.
Thank you.
And you went to Ascot. You had like a white outfit.
Yeah.
That was gorgeous. A bit of a bow.
Yeah.
Love the pills.
the bows.
Love the pills. And then I saw you speaking about basically people having like sort of an issue with a lot of like traveling girls' outfits at Ascot. I wanted to talk to you a bit about that just because, like, what do you think about people having opinions on girls' outfits or people being a bit different or whatever? Because it's a bit
I think it's
wild.
nuts. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think traveler aside,
Mm-hmm.
right? Like, look at just edgy girls. Look at, like, artistic girls. Look at, like, anything, actually. It doesn't even have to be girls. It can be boys, like, anything. The problem is that because we're from Scotland, I don't know if you agree, but I always say to people in Scotland are quite small-minded. They, outfit-wise, if you do something out of the bracket or out of the norm, it's immediately like, oh my god, did you see how she just done her hair? Did you see what she wore? And on TikTok, all these traveling girls were getting like attacked for basically looking iconic.
Yeah.
And I was like, why are we attacking people, period? And why are we attacking people because of what they want to wear? Like, just because they're not
But I'm wearing the best outfit.
Yeah, and also just even if they didn't though, right? Even if you didn't like it or I didn't like it, like, who are we to tell that girl not to wear that? Like, if you want to wear it, wear it. And like, if you want a pink Vera wine dress, you're gonna have that.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, and if you don't like it, then
Who cares? And it's not that deep. Like,
it's not.
it's the same with people that like comment like hate comments online. I would never fathom this because I don't understand
What goes through people's minds when they what you're doing with that?
yeah, like, I'm also just like, if I'm bothering you, which I'm sure, like, I can be so annoying. Like, this accent could kill people. I get it. But then just unfollow.
Yeah, you don't need
Because
to
I click on people that comment stuff and it's like, follow back.
that follow back button is hilarious.
And I'm like, but why are you following if you hate me? Do you know what I mean? So with the traveling girls, yeah, like, I'm standing for them because I'm like, this is crazy. Like, what is going on?
Yeah, what is going on? People always have something to say about something, and it's like you're never going to please everybody. And yeah, I also want to speak to you about like your videos. So obviously, when you're saying I'm sure that my videos maybe annoy someone or whatever, you're not going to please everybody. Everyone's always going to have like an issue with something, but obviously you live a very blessed life, and
Yeah, thank God.
yeah, and I love watching it. And so do all the other girlies that follow you. But sometimes, do you maybe play into...
Oh my God, for sure. Like, for sure. Like, some things. I'm trying to think of maybe something that we done recently or something that I've said recently. I sometimes just like go for like,
Yeah.
I'm not playing into what I'm doing because I'm doing it, but it's like, for example, but then you have to be so careful because sometimes I downplay stuff in my life so I don't trigger people, but then you can't win with that because then they'll like Google the price of something and be like, why are you saying it's this when it's this? Or I up the ante and it's like, yeah, you've lost your mind. So I'll give you an example. So my dad says to me with this castle situation, he goes, Porsche and Giano, we're going to view a £15 million castle. I've registered this. I'm like, go on TikTok. I'm like, come with me to view a £15 million castle. Oh my God. This isn't 15 this isn't 15 million. This is 5 million. Oh my God, why are you lying? Oh my God, this is so cringe. So I'm like, whoa. So I go for that. I'm like, people are actually now screenshotting, I think it was like Savills website, and now they're uploading it into my comments. So I'm like, Dad, this isn't. And he's like, okay, first of all, you shouldn't have. So now I'm getting in trouble because he's like, you shouldn't have posted that. So I'm like, well, why not? Because that is like my thing also. Like I'm playing into it. And also I was under the impression it was 15 million.
Yeah.
So he's like, no, it's like, I think it was like, how much? Well, I don't know. I'd be lying to sit here and say however much it was. But then he was like, but it would take X amount of £1,000,000 to knock it down and restore it. So in my dad's mind, where he's not, that he's 78, he's not thinking TikTok. He's thinking end ballpoint figure because that's what he's going to have to spend on this to renovate it. So I'm like, oh my God. So and the thing with me is I do social media, but I'm not equipped for the hate. So Giano like is the one that deals with this, so he can like vouch from back. Like people are commenting this, my heart's dropped because I'm like, oh no. So I've immediately deleted the video.
Yeah.
And he's like, why are you deleting it? Like it's got so many views. Like just comment in the comments saying like, oh my God, I've got this all wrong. So I'm like, no, I need to take it down. Then I have to go and speak to mum and dad, and they're like, you need to relax. Like this is not this deep. But like with me, if I see even one comment that's like could shake me the wrong way, that really does stress me out. So like most of them I can just turn a blind eye to, like if it's about what I look like or whatever. But then if somebody says something that's like, I don't know, maybe something they've read or whatever that's not true, but like people are like jumping onto this, oh God, yeah, don't even message me, I'm out here. Like, yes, aren't I?
I know people love to hate as well, and like that's something that I wanted to sort of speak to you about, the fact you're only 24
Yeah.
and like people are jealous.
Yeah.
That's a fact.
Yeah.
And you also talk about being a topic in your hometown.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Hot
yeah.
topic.
Yeah, I'm hot stuff in Edinburgh.
Yeah.
Sure.
Hot
I'm in Glasgow as well, but Edinburgh is nuts.
How do you cope with maybe people saying things that aren't true, people reading into things in your life and, you know, taking stuff and running with it? How do you cope with that at 24? Someone that shares their life and, you know, has to deal with people's opinions.
I don't know, especially because I do suffer with anxiety and like I don't speak about that aspect as much. I think I'm somebody that like shares, like we said, I'm the same as everybody online, like yourself. Like people are seeing like a 20-second clip.
Yeah.
Like they're not seeing all day. And yes, sometimes I will up the ante for like a video or even downplay it, but everything you see is actually true. Like you're not seeing something I post where, let's say I've just said I've went to Chanel and spent however much and I'm walking out with bags and all the bags are empty. Like, no, they've all got, I have spent money in there. Do you know what I mean? Like you're seeing, everything you're seeing from me is me and it is true. So I feel like it's hard because it's such like an attack on your personal character.
Yeah.
And it's more like if people like speak about my dad or speak about my mom or speak about Giano, like with me, like, okay, I can take it to a certain point, except if it goes like personal and then I'm stressed out. But I get a lot of crap about Giano, which you probably have seen a lot of, but like I just have a lot of words like muted. I have like a lot of filtered comments on, like, so stuff like that doesn't even affect him or like my parents or anything like that. But like it stresses me out because I'm like, oh, it's just annoying people, but like
don't know who.
yeah, and it's just like upsetting. And then
Yeah.
you see like, because my dad's successful, like, well, of course he has to be a drug dealer. This is what I've gotten like my whole life because he's like done well. So it's like nobody can do well without that.
I know.
So it's like, okay, and again, like that's something
I just want to say that about someone that does well.
Yeah.
I know.
and it's like that aspect of things like does not bother me because I'm like, it's so stupid. But yeah, like it's just ridiculous. But like maybe if my new followers read a comment like that and it's got loads of likes, I'm like, oh my god, and then I'll like delete it, and then that'll just get me down because I'm like, oh my god, all these actual like young girls that follow me or whatever are thinking this. When like dad's like actually worked so hard for everything he has, and he really has. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, that aspect of things is hard, but I feel like if I had any advice to younger girls, it would be like only do social media if you actually enjoy it. As soon as I dislike it, I'll come off it. Like I'll be the person to just like come off because it's not worth
Yeah.
getting like anxious in your bed or not being able to sleep or like come on. Also, we're not sat here with millions and millions of followers, so it's really not worth it. Do you know what I mean? Yeah.
Yeah. You don't need to be.
Yeah, we're not Molly. Also, we're not Molly May.
No, not yet.
Who's like, who's like got like a management behind her who can like help her out. And I'm sure she has loads of anxiety sometimes. But yeah, like she's now made this whole platform for herself and like she's slaying the house down.
Yeah.
Love her. But yeah, like we're not there. So it's like, if anything gets too deep, that's fine.
I know.
We can just level it out. It's okay.
I get you. But it's like, this is fun.
It's so hard.
like,
Like that's why it's sad when it goes a bit negative.
Yeah, 'cause
And
it doesn't need to.
yeah, and luckily I am lucky. Like I said before, I don't have a lot of girlfriends, but I always say this on my TikTok and on my Instagram and on my lives. Like my girlfriends are online now. I don't know most of these people, but they're so nice.
Yeah.
Like these girls that like defend you in the comments when they don't even know you.
I know.
Like they're literally gonna like stay up all night defending you.
Harry Winston is
Yeah, and I'm just like, yeah, that's the type of people that I'm posting for because they appreciate it. Not the type of people that are like, oh, she's posting to be like this or she's got that accent because of this. Like I'm posting for the girls that's like, I'm waiting for your vlog today.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
I get you. And sometimes I think strangers on the internet can be more supportive than people.
They can. They definitely can.
I've definitely felt that as well. And the community of girls that I think you have, they're following,
They're so nice.
are
And you know when I meet them, they're like last night we met one at the Liveton event and she was literally the nicest girl. Everybody, like even sometimes I meet older women, like we were outside a restaurant in London and there was like an older woman, maybe like 30s, early 40s, and she was like, just want to say I absolutely love you and like you're fantastic. And I was like, oh my god, that is so nice.
It is how touching.
Yeah, and I'm like, oh my god, like yeah, I'm gonna post the TikTok today.
Yeah, you made me feel good.
Yeah. So for like the couple of haters, there's so many nice people.
So many more.
Yeah.
Yeah, it loves you.
Yeah.
And I am one of them.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you so much for coming on.
Oh my god, thanks for having me. I hope we covered everything. Obviously, and more.
And more. This has been fabulous.
And I'm really excited for everyone to see it.
Yeah, the girls are gonna love it.
Yeah, they are.
You're talking it such a like for a long period of time, and we do only see those short clips. So
Yeah, this is a little insight.
yeah.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thanks everyone.
Bye.